So with all the skirting done, the next reasonable step in this ongoing process of turning this old hunter's cabin into our chicken coop is I gotta look at that door. That door looks like crap. So the door jambs all have to come out. I'm gonna have to cut new ones. And I have no idea like what's going on down here. Yesterday I filled this in with some foam, just, well, because I had the can of foam out. Because I was filling in all the other cracks that I was seeing. This one here actually went into the building. So I walked around, filled up any holes, any cracks, and I had some left over, so I just shoved it in that hole, filled it up. No idea if that was the right thing to do or not, but we're gonna find out today because I gotta rip all this crap out of here. Now the crazy part is I have no idea if I'm gonna be doing this right, wrong, or what. We're just gonna start ripping off bad shit and see how bad it is. So I don't really have any idea what the hell I'm doing. All I know is that the bad stuff's gotta come off. I mean, honestly, it looks like I gotta take the whole damn thing out. I'm gonna start by just taking this piece out. It's rotting. I know it's gotta come out anyways. Check this out. Here's one of the outside joist. That is all rotten. Actually, maybe it was a bad idea filling this up with foam. I knew it might have been a bad idea when I did it, but I did it anyways. I think I can fix this, but I'll have to cut out some of this, I think, just to see how far that rot goes. But that's definitely rotten there. So the more I'm looking at this door, the more I'm realizing it might just be better for me just to build a brand new frame. Now I've built the frame before and just installed the door. I mean, this thing is so jacked up. I think I'm just gonna go that route. Just rip the whole frame out, the whole door out, start from scratch. Well, so most of this doesn't look so bad, but when we get down here to the floor, that is bad. That is a combination of mice and just rot. This side's not so bad. I think this section here of the floor is all gonna need to be cut out, and I don't know what else to do. Can't really patch that, and that goes down underneath the cabin. Oh yeah, look at that, that's all. That's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, well, let's get to work. Wow, so there we have it. Definitely have some rot down on this board, so that's definitely gonna have to come out of there. Okay, so we know that this all has to be replaced in here, but I need to see if the bottom plate on that outside wall is bad. So I gotta remove this stuff, take out this panel here, and see how bad this rot goes. Dude, there's a damn snake sticking his head out right there. He's just like, what's going on out here? What are you guys doing to my little den here? Boy, I hope there's not a bunch of snakes in there and start pouring out. That would suck. For whatever reason, they strapped these walls, which just created a mess with mice. I don't really care about that because we're using this as storage and as a chicken coop. So as long as it's all sealed up, I don't care. We're not going to be redoing this cabin. We know that it's all messed up. So having said that, so that rot's going down this way more. That means I'm going to have to get this stuff out of the way. I don't know why I'm surprised. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I'm bummed. This job is turning into a very big job. Oh man. Yeah, it's bad. So I gotta get all that insulation out of there. It's not doing anything, and it's gotta come out. So I got some bags. We'll bag that shit up, get it out of here. This sucks. So this just gets better and better, man. Like, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin, guys. I've never seen nothing like this. So I took out the insulation to find that there's no seal plate. There's no wall plate that the studs are attached to. Like, what's holding this building up? I guess they just attached the studs right to through the subfloor and into the joists. It's crazy to me. That's just crazy. I don't even know how to fix this. I don't even know. I mean, I guess I can replace these two sections of these studs here, right? And I mean, I guess what I could do is just, I could literally just cut this section of subfloor out, put a new piece there. I mean, if I were to do this right, the rest of the cabin is looking like this. There's no vapor barrier. There's no water barrier. There's no wonder everything is rotting. I'm like, I knew it was going to be bad, but my God, I had no idea it was going to be this bad. I didn't know. I don't think I'm going to waste a lot of time on this. I don't know. Okay, I got a plan. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 12 inches up, 37 inches over, 12 inches that way. I'm going to take this piece out. Now, I've got another piece over here on the horses. I'm going to cut that, and that's going to fit right in here. Before I do that though, I'm going to cut away these two studs and cut away these two studs. I'm going to support it with a stud here to the ground, and then from here out to here, I think. Yeah. I mean, honestly, based on what I've seen so far, the only thing good about this whole damn building is the roof and the floor joists. The walls, I have zero confidence in. But it's not going anywhere. It's not falling over. I know I've got quite a few more years out of it. But at some point, we're definitely going to have to retire this building. And I have no idea what that would even look like. I don't even want to think about it. All I want to do is get this fixed, get a door back on here, so that I can start figuring out how I'm going to seal the outside of the building to prevent more moisture from coming in. So. Okay, so the next step here is I've got to address this rim joist issue. The rim joist is an absolute mess, but I can't replace it. So I reached out to a friend of mine. He's got a YouTube channel, Blake. He's at Magnolia Ridge Off Grid. If you haven't checked him out yet, please go do so. Now this guy has years of carpentry experience. He's building his own cabin. It's a starter cabin. It's not even the main cabin, but he's building that. He's got all kinds of cool stuff. Him and his wife and his kids and the dogs are out there here in Maine, and they're just killing it. Well, this guy, I reached out to him. I'm like, dude, I've got this issue. And he said, no problem. Take a fresh 2x6, slap it up underneath the rim joist, fasten it together, and voila. So that's what we're going to be doing. Slap this puppy underneath here. So you can see the rim joint that I put on the back, or the joist on the back. This extends from about here all the way to here. I did need to use the bottle jack though, because there's a nail sticking down underneath this wall. And so I used the bottle jack to basically nail that into this new 2x6 here. So gonna go ahead and put some screws in this thing, and this thing will be done. All right, look at that, guys. I got the new subfloor in, and that 2x4, which runs from like here to about 10 inches past, that's all screwed in, and it holds my weight no problem. So I am really freaking happy. All right, so we're back at the doorway build, and there's a few things I've done I want to show you guys. So yesterday we added the subfloor. We finished the day off doing that, and then today I added this 2x6 to the front. Remember, the rim joist here was no good, so we put a new rim joist on the back. Well, a sister rim joist. I think that's what it's called. But that's in the back, and then this is going to be in the front. Now on this side, I had some rot in this subfloor, but rather than cut this piece out, all I did was grab some wood filler and filled this up with wood filler. It's going to work. I mean, honestly, if I were to start cutting this out, I'd be cutting into the wall, and I'm not doing that. I'm done cutting into walls. This is why I think I have to paint it. Look at that. That's terrible. Yep, that's coming. That's getting repainted. Anyways, so now that this is leveled out, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some flashing. And I've just got this sticky flashing here. So we're going to flash the hell out of this. And hopefully we don't get any more water penetration. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm just doing shit that makes sense to me. And hopefully it works. And to the guy who's about to comment that I have no idea what I'm doing, I know. You don't need to say that. I love the people who get on here sometimes and, you know, seem to think that maybe guys like me, that we don't know what we're doing. Trust me when I say we know. That's the joy of this journey we're on. Being able to do stuff like this, not knowing if it's gonna work. Here's what I know. The water got in here and ruined this. Now it's sealed so the water can't get in. To me, that's a job well done. Function over aesthetics. Every day of the week. It fits nice, but there's a few things I'm going to have to do here. It is crazy hot today. I think it's like 87 degrees or some craziness. I got the ACs on. That's the one in our living room. That one over there is in the bedroom. So I had to shut all the windows and get those turned on because, oh man, it's brutal. You know, when it's hot like this, having the dogs outside is nice. They get out, they get some sun, but they get overheated really quick. Now, I can't speak to all dogs, but I know like our dogs, they can seriously get hot. So I only leave them out for a few minutes and then we put them back in. Come on, boys. Home. Home. Let's go. We'd go. Home. So we get them inside, let them run around for a few, but we don't want these guys getting overheated. Come on, Whitco. Get inside. Our rose garden's doing pretty well. We had a couple of roses that have already died there, but we got 2 new ones right there. This one's had all kinds of them, which is cool. This one's pretty. It's kind of a multicolored one. Now that one right here, that's supposed to be white. That doesn't look like we have any buds on it. The rest of these little wild white flowers, these are just wild flowers that I planted with. And then obviously, you know, the weeds are doing fantastic. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty. That should look pretty good once it opens up. The dogs are going nuts in the house. The Border Patrol was just here doing some work down on the border. This door has been beating the shit out of me for nearly 2 days. I did a little bit of videoing yesterday because this door just really got the best of me, and I didn't want to, I really didn't know what I was doing. To be honest, I still don't. There's some truth in when I've said that I have no skills when it comes to repairing these types of things. I said it in the last video when we jacked up the building, but when it comes to like existing buildings, and fixing stuff, I don't know what I'm doing, and I do the best that I can with what makes sense to me. But this door and how it's all jacked up is just, it has kicked the shit out of me pretty bad. And it's been kind of demoralizing too, because I've been trying so hard to do the right thing and stay positive and keep moving forward. But then things like this just beat you down, and it's relentless. Basically what's happening is that the frame, the cutout is not square and plumb. The whole building seems to have shifted over time. I mean, the building's 30 years old. So I ended up having to cut some of the 2x4 studs out to try to make room to get this thing square. I had to put some really big shim, a couple inches of shims in here in the bottom. It's just, it's a nightmare. It's been a nightmare. But again, I think I have a solution. I've been doing some searches on YouTube, and I found a couple of ways that people have been able to square these doors out. So we're gonna try that and hope it works. Hopefully it works, but we'll just have to see. And for the record, I'm not going to film this because I don't know how long it's going to take, and I don't want you just looking at me, just staring at this thing or off in space. So I'm going to do the work, and then we'll come back, and if it works, I'll show you. If it doesn't work, well, hell, I'll show you that too. All right, after spending way too much time on this project, way too much time on this damn door, I finally got it installed. Now, it's not perfect, but it's in, and it opens, and it closes. Definitely not ideal, but I don't really care. As long as it keeps critters out of this building, that's all I care about. So yes, it is installed. No, it's not done probably the right way. But again, it's not really my fault. I mean, the fact of the matter is this damn building it's old, it's twisted. It's got some lumps and some bumps, and I made it work the best way I could. So now I'm going to spend the next couple hours just trying to clean it all up, get it all filled in. All right there, chickens, you guys are one step closer to getting into your new coop, because right now you guys got a new door. Well, it's new to us and it looks really good. There's a lot of things wrong with it, still things I have to fix on it, but I am pretty impressed with myself. I think it looks damn good and it's functional. So can't really ask for much more than that. I'll have to come back and fill in behind here, and there's a few more things I want to do, like silicone, and maybe even put like a little cap here or something. I don't know, something to keep the water out. But for the most part, dude, this thing's done. Man, I tell you what, when you don't know what you're doing and you're just kind of fumbling along the way, if you just keep doing it, at some point you're going to finish it, and that's kind of what happened with me on this one. So the big thing, it works. So now that I've got this door pretty much done, I got to get things cleaned up here, and what I want to do is I got to close off underneath the door here with the fencing, and then I also want to go around and finish burying all the fencing and get that all leveled up. Okay, so now that we have the door physically in place and it's good, we've got some trim on it. I backfilled between the trim and the siding with some spray foam, but we'll have to cut that off later. It is supposed to rain pretty good this afternoon. We got a nice opening right now, so we're going to throw some silicone in some of the spots that need it, predominantly up on the top and then down here at the bottom. Make sure we don't get any moisture or water penetrating into those areas with today's storm. I think we're going to end this video here. Now, stay tuned, because the next step of this process is we're going to be painting this thing. And I have got some really cool ideas on how we want to paint it. So you're going to just have to stick around for that video, which will be the next video, so long as I don't get any bright ideas to do something else in between. So that's going to do it. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do that. Also, check out our website at www.hanbleceya.com, where you can find all of Jen's crafts that she's been making over the last few years. She's kind of gotten really good at it. We'll see you guys on the next video.